Welcome to the Golden Nuggets.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Look no further. This podcast episode is proudly brought to you by Reka Studio, where creativity meets strategy. Reka Studio is your ultimate partner for branding, marketing and website solutions. Whether you're a startup looking to establish your brand or a business and expand your marketing reach, Reka Studio got you covered. We create so you don't have to. Don't miss out on the opportunity to supercharge your brand success. Contact Reka Studio today at 889-88746. Back to the episode. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Golden Nuggets podcast, and we are still with Brother Qayyim.
Yeah. Alright, Qayyim. So you started your FA journey in 2009, and you mentioned that it took you 5 years before you eventually started your group TAQWA of Associate.
Yep.
Can you share with us the challenges you have during these first 5 years?
Okay, when I joined, I was at the age of 24. Right, I only had 3 months. I had 3 months experience working as engineering. So 24 years old. My circle of friends are still either about to start work or they are still studying, pursuing their degree, pursuing their studies. So when I approached some of my friends, most of them rejected me. Hey, Qayyim, you better look for someone else. So I met some of them and I was doing presentation. They look at me, they laugh at me. Then with a tie, just imagine, right? Back then we were just makribs with t-shirt and jeans. Suddenly they see me with tie doing a presentation, talking about advising them, talking about financial planning, talking about finances. So that was a challenge, and I didn't have the luxury to reach out to my contacts. So it was tough, and my family members, my cousins were also. I'm one of the eldest in the family. So my cousins are all still either studying or schooling, and my uncle. Some of them are in a good position. Some of them. So when I approached. They supported me, but I was like quite nervous, takut. I was quite afraid to reach out because they were doing well. So this guy, 24 years old, very small, timid guy, going to me, a 50-year-old guy, and advice. So that was a challenge. So I didn't have the luxury to reach out to my friends and family members. Okay. So what I did was, in my first year, I went out door to door. So I went door to door knocking. So for a good 5 years, I went out door to door, and I think about 70 to 80% of my clients are all from door to door knocking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was
70-80%. Oh, that's a high percentage.
Yes, correct. And when I go door to door, of course, a lot of challenge. You meet strangers, right?
Yeah.
So some of them didn't know you. So when I was doing door knocking, some of them was thought I'm doing school survey. Okay, so. But I told myself that maybe I'm small in size, okay. But I want people to take me seriously.
Okay.
So I know that I have to put in extra effort to ensure that whatever that I'm going to advise is going to be value adding them. So I learned a lot during that period. So when I go out door to door, I approach those makcik, okay, and majority of the clients are in 40s and 50s. So I talk about the basic hospitalization plan, what they should be doing, their retirement planning using the CPF, and I talk about planning for their children's education. So a lot of objection. There was a couple of time. We over the weekends usually we will go for at least 5 to 6 blocks, about 4 or 5 hours. Like just imagine from level 12 all the way down, we go to all the Malay houses and knock and talk about the financial planning. Some bang the door, some give nasty, harsh words about the career. Tell me that, hey, you should be doing other things. Do something that is more meaningful, something that is halal. Yeah, so to the extent. So a lot of objection was thrown to me, but I think it's through that experience, it toughens me that whatever rejection I face, I can handle. So initially I was quite scared because just imagine when you knock and the guy open the door, 50-year-old, 60-year-old pakcik, look at you with his angsty face. That's what you want. Yeah, so it's like I'm going there and asking for loan. So, but I told myself that okay, I just have to bring myself down and try to understand. Okay, and I realized that some of them face the reason why they were angsty, the reason why they were frustrated because they have bad experience. Yeah, so they have a lot of bad experience and they do not have a proper financial advisor that stay true with them and advise them. So that's where I come in and advise that I'm here to help them, right? To the extent that I sometimes just take over their policy. I don't even earn any commission from them. I just take over the policy and service their policies, helping them with claims and everything. Yeah.
Wow, you help them with the claims even though they are not your client actually.
Yeah.
So when you take over somebody else's policy, you don't earn commissions.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one more thing that I was it was looming in my head. It was because I just saw this quote on Facebook that for business owners, sometimes friends and families don't support you, but strangers do.
Yeah. I mean, there's some truth to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but I also feel that friends and family will support you, but just they need time. They need time. Okay, because it's normal because people know you before you join, and people know your background.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes time to build that trust.
Okay.
Yeah, but for strangers, they do not know you. And as long as you can portray that you can solve their problem, you can come in and offer good advice, they can straight away engage you because they do not know your history, your past.
Okay.
Yeah, so for me, of course, my friends and family, my friends, some of them supported. Some of them didn't support because wasn't ready. But after a while, right, they realize that I'm in the business for a few years and they see that I'm doing well, I'm serious, I'm focused, and they will come in naturally. Hey, Qayyim, can I help you with my portfolio? Can I help you? I have this policy and that policy. So it's normal. Sometimes people think that you are in the career, you are in the business, you are selling this, you are setting up business. You are in just for the money. People want to see how long this guy can stay, whether this guy is serious. I do not want to trust him. I do not want to give my entire portfolio to him. And the next few weeks or few months, I know that he leave. Yeah, so they do not want just to trust blindly. They want to see whether you are serious about what you are doing.
Yeah, and can last for a few years, right?
Yeah.
Because I think that's one of the main problems, especially when it comes to financial advisors. Like the reason why people don't really trust them is because they're not sure whether they are going to stay for the long run, right? Is that true?
Yeah. So that's the common objection we face.
And how do you overcome that objection?
Okay, so I will always tell them that, of course, I cannot promise you that I will stay long in this career, right? Because, I mean, health also is one of the factors. I mean, but one thing for sure, I tell them that if they give me opportunity, of course, I will stay there. In order for me to stay long in the business, in the career, I need people to trust me. I need people to engage my services. And if, let's say, we do not have clients engaging our services, of course, just a matter of time, we will be out of the business. Okay, and at that point of time, I convince the client that if today you engage me, right, I'm in a team of Muslim financial advisors. Okay, even if, let's say, for example, I've given my best and I didn't really able to stay long in the industry, even if I were to leave, right, your policy is still will be in good hands. Will still be taken care of by another Muslim financial advisor. So what we want is that we want you to be handled by a Muslim advisor. I mean, of course, when we leave, right, or when an agent left, right, the policy will be transferred to another advisor. Of course, the leader will assign another seasoned, experienced agent who will be around, right, to take over the policies. So I tell them that, yeah, the policy will still be in good hands. Your policy will still be there. The company will still be there. And what I've done today is to help you make the important decision. And although I leave the career, but you still remember me when you make a claim, because I'm there at that point of time to help you with the application. Yeah.
Oh, what a very good piece of advice. That's a golden nugget for those of you. Sorry, inside my mouth got. sweet lah. So that's a golden piece of nugget for those of you who are new. Leverage on your team, the size of your team.
Yes, the experience of your team.
Yes, the experience of your team as well.
Okay, so a lot of I have a lot of financial advisor friends, those who have been in the business for quite some time, and those who are new. A lot of those new ones are the ones who tell me like, my manager keep telling me to keep on trying to close my family members and friends. But these managers, I'm sure they have also walked the path that you walk, where family members don't trust them at the start and then need to go to strangers. So why do you think there's this culture shift where managers are telling the people who are starting out to go directly to their circle of influence?
Okay, very good question. So you see, as leaders, we have walked through the path, so we know that what are things that can help you survive and stay long in the industry. Of course, you need to close cases. You need to have commission. You need to be meeting people. You need to see people. If you're in the business and you're not meeting people, how can you get commission, get paid? You cannot get results. Correct. So, and the best people that you have in your current context is your friends and family members. Correct. And we always tell them, if your friends and if you cannot even go and meet your friends and family members, I'm not even asking you to sell. Because when we are an agents, back then, maybe we don't have proper guidance. Okay, back then our leaders, it's traditionally go and meet people, sell, right? So, but now we are in an era where we have a lot of knowledge. Kita learn, right? And also knowledge is everywhere in the digital space. And also when we go out, we want to educate first. And when you want to go out and educate, you want to educate your friends and family members. Of course, we also gone through the path that our friends and family members didn't engage our services. Yes. But what we did was we even go to them and share with them what we do. Okay, whether they choose to engage us now, it doesn't matter. Right? Like I said, sometimes they want to give time. So I give an analogy. This analogy. Let's say today you open up a restaurant. The best chicken rice. You like chicken rice. Let's say, for example, a chicken rice shop in somewhere in the neighborhood stall. So do you think that when you open up your restaurant, the first few weeks, do you think your friends and family members will be there supporting you?
They won't.
Not all.
Probably only for the launch.
Yeah, launch or probably if let's say they may be busy with their work, they may not be there, or they will not be coming back for 2-3 weeks. They may not be there. Yeah. But after a while, when you build up your brand, when you build up your restaurant, you start to post on social media what you do and everything. Then they say, hey, I know since I'm around this neighborhood and I feel like eating chicken rice, I know Hanafi or I know Ami is running this chicken rice shop. I just drop by and support him. Correct? So doesn't mean that they don't engage you now, means they don't trust you or they don't want to do business with you. It's just that you need to introduce yourself. You need to tell them what you are doing. Then after that, then you work your way out to reach out to other friends and family members. Their circle of friends and referrals. So if you don't have a starting point, how can you even go out? Correct? So I always tell them that you go out and talk to people who know you and people who you don't have to do full introduction about yourself. That means these people already know you a little bit about your background. Because if you were to approach strangers, of course, it take longer time to convert. Because why? Because you need to introduce yourself. They need to know what you are doing.
Earlier you mentioned about how at the start you face all these rejections, how family members don't come to you and support you at the start. And when you were sharing this with us, it seems like to you it's not really a big issue right now because of your experience right now, right? But have you ever at any point of time thought like, okay, this advisor just joined the industry. Have you ever tried to put yourself in that shoe and then like think like, Actually, this is very tough, like facing that very first rejection. How will it be mentally for that person? Have you ever tried to put yourself in that shoes and perhaps how do you eventually advise them to get out of that?
Okay, right. So I always tell them that in the financial industry, right, we take rejection almost every day. Okay, so rejection is part and parcel. And of course, in life, we also face with few rejections, whether we realize it or whether we not.
Yeah.
Okay, so the more rejection you face over time, you realize that it becomes normal, and you just have to handle the rejection. Correct? So you are not an employee where you come to work and you just report and do your stuff, but we are in a business where we advise, we help individuals make decisions. So people do not wake up today and realize, hey, I need to buy insurance, I need to save for my future, I need to invest for my future. But they know it's important, but they didn't wake up and straight away they pick up the phone and call, is this financial advisor, can I buy?
Yes, correct.
Can I save? Can I invest? Right? So, but they will, when they go out, a lot of retails and everything asking them to spend. For us, we go out and we help them to save and invest. So of course there's a resistance, there's a rejection there. So we need to understand that we need to handle the objection and rejection. And I always believe that every objection and rejection is closer to a sale. Right? Okay. And if you are not able to handle objection and rejection, that means you're not going to get closer to a sale.
Yes, that's true.
Correct? Yeah. And when you are able to handle objection with knowledge and with the resources, it gets easier. Okay, but sometimes it's the ego in you that once I hit it, or it's very painful. But of course, it's when you are new, you face that. After a while, you realize that it's just a normal objection that I just need to handle it. And if you believe in what you do, right, and you're passionate about what you do, then it's not going to be an objection. It's going to be an education.
Okay,
So this is what you impart to your newer advisors, lah.
yeah, so objection becomes like a routine, and then it's an education for them, something to learn from. Okay.
Yeah.
And after a while, you realize that it's thrill. I mean, it's thrill. Thrill. Nothing's fun when it's easy. So when you are able to handle the objection and rejection, after you put down the phone, after you finish that conversation with the client, you walk away feeling the feeling is so satisfied. Satisfied, not that the client engage or buy your services, but you know that when you walk away, you are able to handle the objection and you are able to help to change that perspective.
Okay.
So I felt, wow, that okay, I've done my best. And even though the client didn't believe what I do, I know that I've done my best. I've done my role to educate this person.
Okay. Your story kind of like remind me of this financial advisor that I met a few years back. So he's actually a leader, right? So he's a leader, and then he was saying, he was telling me how he managed his team is he asked them, how many objections did you get today? Right. So he minimally wants them to get 80% objections. So I'm like, why 80%? That's already a high number. And then he was saying, the follow-up question is actually the more important question. What do you learn from these 80% objections that you have? So now every day, his team members will go out trying to get objections. How many objections did I get in a single day? Yeah. Do you practice it? Or
yeah.
You do?
We monitor the numbers.
Okay.
We monitor the numbers every time when they do their calls. We will monitor the numbers like for every, and we will learn the ratio as well. Previously, I was an engineer, so data analytics, right? So
now the team members cannot run.
So I said, whatever you can tell me, numbers don't lie, right? Yes. Numbers don't lie. So I track progress through data. So we monitor how many calls we make, right? And how many calls you make, how many people you talk to, and how many you are able to convert. Yeah. So usually it's about 20-30% conversion. And then from time to time, you see that whether your conversion is getting better. So if your conversion getting better means you have improved. It means you are able to handle objection. But if you are new, maybe your objection conversion is lesser. That means you have higher rejection. So you need, in order for you to get that closings, right? You need to talk to how many number of people, so that you can get the numbers. So it's not that it's not that difficult. Of course, you need to meet people and talk to people. So if let's say you want to have a certain income, you want to meet a certain number of people, that is the end process. But it has to start from the beginning. That means you have to get the numbers first. You have to call and talk to how many people, get the objection, get the rejection, then the appointment will come. Of the appointment that you meet, right? Of the appointment that you meet, maybe your conversion is 50-60%, and that's where you get your closing. So if you have goals in life, if you have goals that you want to achieve, you have income that you want to earn on a monthly basis that you want to achieve, you just have to backtrack and understand your ratio and just work on the numbers. Yeah.
Okay.
Eventually, you started TAQWA Associate. And from the start, I can see, wow, these guys, the branding is strong. It's something different. I think at that point of time, it was very different from what a lot of financial advisors were doing. How do you get this idea that, I need to brand it this way? My team have to show this TAQWA Associate punya gambar, every time they meet a client. And you know that is also a branding process. How do you know about all these things?
Oh wait, and one more thing. Why TAQ Wealth Associate? Why TAQWA? Apparently some of them, they don't know this. They both don't know this, but I know because I've known you for quite a while now. Yeah. Is that something that is open for you to share? Why?
Okay, of course. Now we call ourselves TAQWA organization because as we embark on our 10 year and beyond, we have rebranded to TAQWA organization, no longer TAQ Wealth Associates. Okay, TAQ Wealth Associate was the brand that we started 2013. Okay, it started from because I was the founder. Okay, it started from my name, TAQ Tuan Abdul Qayyim.
Amin didn't know this, so I was like, are you serious? I'm like, I'm serious. It's his name. Yeah.
So when I start to combine the abbreviation TAQWA, and I thought that, of course, as a Muslim advisor, and we want to advocate the Muslim values in our team, and that name was quite strong, that I wanted to push and brand, not just about being TAQWA as in Muslim advisor, but more of the values that is instilled inside. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, about the branding.
The branding,
part.
yeah.
Let's say I always have higher expectations and standards, and I want to elevate the career as a financial advisors. And we are professionals. We are like doctors. We are like engineers. Why do our parents are proud when we become teacher, when we become engineer, when we become lawyer? Why not financial advisor? We are doing similar role. We are doing we are going out and educating the community. We are helping the community to be financially free. And why are we not respected for the role that we are doing? Correct? So I wanted to brand in such that that it is important for the Muslim community, or for the community to see that this is a noble career. Right? And secondly, and we are going out there and we are advising our clients' financial future. How can we dress sloppily? And I think first impression lasts, right? And we have to look good, and we have to deliver what we promise. And I think appearance matters. Yeah. And when we brand, why you were saying that, why do we post the logos and everything? Yeah. Because we want it to be a shared value, not just between the organization and our consultant, but we want that value to be passed down to the community as well, because we are advising, right? We talk about why they need to plan for future, children education, their retirement. So we want the values to be we want the community to feel that they are part of the organization, and we want to build a long-term relationship, not just a short-term transaction. So that relationship means they need to be connected with the organization, and what can we offer them in futures as well.
But were you aware that whatever you are doing is a branding play?
Yeah, of course.
How do you get to know about, if I were to do this is how I'm going to portray my brand? How do you know about branding even? Because a lot of people don't understand the concept of branding.
I love marketing. And I think in 2017, 2018, I went for a few marketing courses in Malaysia. I even went out to Malaysia and learned. And I realized that there are a lot of marketing ideas out there. And how can I bring that marketing ideas from a different industry back to my industry and help me with my branding and positioning? Yeah, so a lot of try and error, a lot of things that we are doing. Some of it worked, some of it didn't. But I instilled that values, I instilled that branding, and I instilled that vision of where we want to be. So it's important to start your business with a vision. Okay, so in 2013, when I formed my team, I get all my consultants who were with me at that point of time, 2013, 2014. So we sit down and we discuss where we want to be in the next 10 years, the vision. We want to be the leading Muslim financial advisory firm. So we want to be a leading means the moment and in Muslim community think about financial planning, the first thing that comes to their mind is TAQWA.
Okay.
So what that was a 10-year when we started 2013. Yeah, so that's where we want to. I mean, social media is a very powerful marketing platform.
Yeah.
And so by posting all this content, right, we are able to reach out to a bigger audience. Yeah, organically. Yeah.
Ooh, wow. Okay, guys, that's true branding right there, guys. True branding mindset. So if you want to set up your business, I think you need to have that mindset from the start, from the get-go. So want to be the leading Muslim financial advisory consultancy
firm. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so if you guys actually tune in from the start, there are plenty of golden nuggets. I think too many for me to actually say. Especially if you are a new financial advisor. I think he has shared quite a fair bit.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
And with that being said, let's take it to the next part 3. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.